What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sean, aka Sean Steiger, back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Marque Matchups. It's a pretty simple way to complete them if you haven't already. If you guys could go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to my man Bird, he got me up to 16 subscribers now. We are growing faster than ever, man. So let's get right into this thing. Alright, so like every other week, we got 4 marquee matches to complete here. Mexico versus Jamaica, Canada versus Honduras, AIK versus Norrköping, and Brondi versus, is that Mitchell? It's like a guy's name, Mitchell? I don't know what that is, but we're going to start off with Mexico versus Jamaica. So I'm going to go in my club, see what Jamaican players I have first. So we're going to look at here, go down to Jamaica. And unfortunately, all of them are silver. I don't have any gold Jamaican players. There's not that many in the game I can think of. So I go to Mexico instead, because they need, I think, like 5 gold players in the team. So we're going to add in Herrera, Lozano, and a few other goals I have here. I didn't think about it at first, but Lozano's card might actually be worth something now. That's his pre-transfer card. He moved to PSV now, so that card might actually be worth some coins, but I put him in the SBC, so there's no getting him back now. We're going to fill in the other players here with some of my silvers and bronzes from my club. I'm looking in the Liga MX here for some other players to fill in. I had silvers in there at first, but since the silvers and bronzes don't make a difference here, I might as well just put bronzes in there. So I put the lowest rated bronzes in. Always go for the lowest rated bronzes in your club if there's no gold requirement, no rating requirement, as we see here. So I'm going to go through here, put guys in. I'm putting the left mid here, right mid. Great little trick to do if you don't have any right mids in your club that fit the team. You don't get full chemistry for that, but it's usually enough to get you by. Gotta add in my left back here, some more bronze players as well. And a striker. Fortunately I have ones. I'm not gonna sacrifice my Torres, no way. At this point I notice I'm out of Mexican strikers, so I just fill in the last player with a gold non-rare striker that I have in my club. I'm not gonna use anyway. I needed one more gold player to complete the SBC, so we're going to toss them in there. This is the completed team here. Now I went with Mexican players here because that's what I had in my club, and I didn't have to buy anyone to complete this, but your results may vary. If you have like 2 Mexican players and a bunch of silver and bronze Bundesliga players, then you should go with that instead. Always go with your untradeable players and the players in your club already. It'll save you guys a lot of coins in the process. So let's get to the next one here, Canada versus Honduras. I'm going to immediately check my club for my Canadian players. I got quite a few here, but you only need 1 for the SBC, so I'm going to put the striker in, Ricketts. And the rest we're going to fill in with some players from a different league. I choose Liga Nos here because I have a bunch of silvers. You need, I think, like at least 6 silver players, so you can just as easily use the English League 1 or League 2, or even the French League 2, just the league that you have a lot of silvers for. So that was a pretty simple one there. I'm going to go ahead and submit that one. So now we are on to AIK versus Norrköping. I'm not even sure how you say that team's name. So this is the Swedish league. So same as before, we're going to check our club here to see which players from the marquee matchups we have in our club currently. And it looks like I have at least 1 player, which I think is all you need. So I have the goalkeeper here, so we're going to put him in the team. Since there's no rating requirement again, you want to use all of your cheap bronze non-rare players first. I have a bunch because I did the bronze pack method a while back and left me with a bunch of bronze cards, so it's perfect for these kind of SBCs. But you want to be cheap here. You know that one coworker you have that always does just enough to get by? Yeah, be that coworker. You don't get any extra brownie points here for using gold players or expensive players, so go as cheap as possible. Now to be as cheap as possible, we're going to actually use English League 2 players, because they have a lot of bronzes there. They get a lot of strong and hyperlinks, so they're great for these kind of SBCs. This is my completed team here, but as you can see, I didn't notice the requirement. You need only 2 nationalities, and not a bit more than that. So we're going to swap out the center back here for another Swedish center back. And that should complete the SBC. Go ahead and submit that one. Messed up there, but don't mind that. And now we're on to the last one, Brondi versus Mitchell. I'm just going to call it Mitchell. No idea how you pronounce that. But anyway, this is the Danish league. I have a couple players already from the teams in question. I checked this one here to see if he's worth anything. I'm going to go with the cheaper option. I think this is the cheaper guy. Check his price. Yep, sure enough he's cheaper, non-rare bronze, so always go with the lower rated player. We're going to put him in, take the other guy out. I do a mistake here. Don't be like me. I convert this left wing to a left mid to fit the team because left mids get some chemistry at center mid. But you always want to do that step last because you might actually get enough chemistry without having to convert the player. But I goof here, so don't be like me. Always do that part last. Now I actually have enough Danish players to be able to complete this SBC, but you might not, and if you don't fret. Just use players from a league that you do have enough players to complete it with. Because there's no rating requirement, you just use a bunch of bronzes and a couple silvers and you're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and submit that one. And that should net us one ultimate screen player. Not the best reward, but it should come in handy if they do like a Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Drogba, Pirlo, end of an era SBC. I got my packs here. Some of these are from Weekend League, but I'm going to save these for MLS All-Stars. I plan on doing a small pack opening, so stay tuned for that video. And we're going to open this ultimate screen player here and see what we get. Looks like it is Fellaini. More Premier League players. This game just loves showing with these Premier League players that I'll never use. I mean, first I get Mane in the Team of the Season untradeable pack, and then now I get this. But I'm not complaining, it'll come in handy for SBC. But that pretty much wraps up this video. Make sure you guys solve for your Jamaican, your Canadian, your Mexican, and your Honduran players because their prices are going up and it's a great opportunity to make some profit off of your leftover players, so definitely want to make sure you're doing that. But that about concludes this video. You guys can hit that like button, I really appreciate it. Stay subscribed to Sean Steyer and I will see you next time.